Baseball fans, the game is over. Welcome to the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Bet above the rest. Only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Milwaukee. After the last pitch, you've made the switch for 21 seasons. We'll hear from the manager, the players, and the highlights from the game. It's time to talk about the game and the team with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
Well, it is almost a final in St. Louis as the Brewers now trail 6-3. Those runs late in this ball game. Shane Drowan gives up one. Woodford Reserve gives up one. It'd be pretty important the way it looks now. All right, welcome in, everybody. It's the Potawatomi Sportsbook show right now until we hit the post-game show once this game goes final. We're live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz. So the Brewers have two in the top of the ninth inning. And a man on.
Yeah.
So that would mean the tying run is on deck.
Yeah, Tyler Black at the plate with one down right now. Riley O'Brien has the second most saves in the National League, 9. Do you care about saves, Tim? Is that an important stat?
Yeah, I do. I think that's an important stat.
Well, it looks like a double play is going to end this one. Oh, he just beat it. Yikes, man. Wow. Tyler Black looks like he's getting up grimacing for sure. Now he's not even getting up. He's on a knee.
Yep.
All right.
So you need to get a runner aboard here. Where's that comeback? Where's that comeback that comeback that you thought, wow, this was a loss? You see it all over the league all the time. You know, they were down 5 in the ninth inning. They come all the way roaring back and take this one in extra innings. But not so yet.
I don't know. Now like a couple people are being for injuries, it looks like.
I think the pitcher.
Yeah, he looks like he's saying he's all right too, but Tyler Black definitely beat it out. Replay's been crazy in this game, Tim. Replay's been absolutely nuts. I know that we're still waiting for the end of the final here, but and I don't think it cost them in any way, but Garrett Mitchell 100% caught this baseball in the second. I mean, that was ridiculous. They didn't give him a catch on that.
Well, and it cost Patrick a few extra pitches, and I don't know if that was going to change his outcome. I mean, you play in traffic, you're going to get run over soon. Yeah. And he was playing in traffic way, way too much. He was wiggling out, but it just felt like, at any moment for Chad Patrick. 3 1/3. What do you allow? 4 runs on 7 hits, 3 walks? I mean, that's a lot of traffic for 10 outs.
Yeah, it wasn't his best day. And remember, Tim, we were talking about this after the conversations about Logan Henderson and how great he looked and where he should slot in the rotation. And then Quinn Priester, some weird news we got from him today, though, where he's back, but he's not off the injured list quite yet. I don't know if that's specific roster management for the time.
I think it is, Tommy. I think it is because if you're assigned a rehab assignment, that's only so long.
Right. I think it's 21 days.
Right.
Does that sound right?
That you have to make a move or put him back on the IL.
Oh, Andrew Vaughn.
And that is game.
Yeah, it's over.
Well, it is a final, and the results are not good as the Brewers fall in game 1 of this 3-game series to the St. Louis Cardinals. Welcome in, everybody. Post-game show, the Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show, live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim and Tommy, and a 6-3 loss to the Cardinals. To the Cardinals.
Ugh.
Okay, now, in the process of 20-plus years of doing this show, I'll admit, most Brewer fans, not all, say that the venomous hatred is for the St. Louis Cardinals.
I agree.
I say it's the Cubs Just proximity tells me that. I mean, and again, though, I will just give you a heads up here. Growing up in Kenosha. So you had, it's split right down the middle in Kenosha. You do have the Cardinal haters, but really, in terms of fans, Cubs or Brewers, there may be a tick more Cub fans in the city of Kenosha. Now, but that changes as you head north. Then as you get away from the Chicago Cubs, in terms of proximity, then it starts morphing over to the Cardinals. 1982, 2011, Wilson Contreras,
Yadi Molina,
Tony La Russa.
Oh, God, that guy was a jack, dude. Just the worst, Tim. See, that's, first of all, Tim, where you're coming from, while they may all half be Brewers fans and half be Cubs fans, they should be 100% Cardinal haters. I can get behind that idea.
And they are. They are down in Kenosha, yes.
So let's clear that up. Second of all, I tried to think that when I was explaining this to you before we went on, or at least explaining my side of it, I had said that it feels like maybe an older generation is in the Cardinals' hatred and a younger generation is in the Cubs' hatred. And as I explained that to you, you tell me you're a bigger Cub hater, and I tell you I'm a bigger Cardinal hater in that moment.
So that blows your theory.
So my entire theory gets blown up right there at that moment.
Now, the good news tonight, we'll get to your calls, Nicolay Law Talk and text line. We'll throw that out there, too, 414-677-1250. You hate the Cardinals more or the Cubs more? Maybe it's living in the moment. And since they're playing the Cardinals, maybe that works your juices a little bit. And talk to me in a week or two when they've got is that a 4-game set in Chicago? I believe it is. When they've got that going, maybe you hate the Cubs more at that time. So Cubs or Cardinals at 414-677-1250. Now, the good news here, look at Jackson Chourio. I mean, we've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for the activation. Wonder Twin Powers, activate in form of hitters. And that's an old cartoon joke. But Vaughn and Chourio, as we were hoping, they were activated today. Now, over the course of the last few weeks, where did we want to put people? We wanted to put people back where they belong. Okay? Luis Matos, go back where you belong, DFA'd. Greg Jones, go back where you belong, DFA. I want your DFA. And then Blake Perkins, where do you belong? AAA. Okay, so we're finally getting to that point. Look at this. Look what we have here. We have a Jackson Chourio going 4 for 4 with a walk. And you can only muster up 1 run through 8 1/3.
It's 7 hits between Chourio and Terang today. And nothing from that part of the order after them. Again. Now, Contreras is on a skid here. I mean, he was a world beater for a minute there, going 9 of his last 10. And now he's unofficially, I think I got him at 0 for his last 12. Well, I mean,
he's
over 400 in that time, I guess, still based on how hot he is.
That's true.
I got a couple of texts here coming in on the Nicolay Law Talking text line from Jeff in Woodville. They had their chances tonight. A lot of traffic on the bases. Chourio is back. I still say we win this series. The Nicolay Law Talking text line, by the way, 414-677-1250 if you want to be a part of the show. Muzzy checking in. First time I felt okay about a loss. I think this group needs a few games to gel and ramp things up. On a lighter note, I heard Greg Jones tried to challenge Matt Arnold on his way out, but he was out of challenges. Bye-bye.
Nice. And, I wish, like I said the other day, I was at the point then where I just felt bad for him as a person. But, hey, baseball is a big boy business, and you got to produce. The chemistry is a tough thing to kind of figure out with an offense. It really is. What I do like, and I agree, You keep doing what they're doing. Keep getting runners on base like that. They will break through, and they'll get rolling. This is going to be a good offense. It will. What I really loved, look at the players in the 5, 6, 7, and 8 holes in this lineup. That, to me, was impressive. It's Bowers, Vaughn, Frelick, and Rengifo. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, well, Sal Frelick, what has he done? Rengifo, what has he done? Oh, they'll do things. Once these guys are back now. Oh, look what they did tonight. They're going to see better pitches. They will see better pitches. I guarantee you.
Maybe I'll get behind you on Sal. I'm not like they're back, Luis Rengifo. I can't
I'm not
do it.
saying that they're back, but I'm just saying they're going to see better pitches.
I thought if Sal would have beat that guy out at first base today, that would have been like Sal Frelick is back for me. I don't care what his stats are. It was a hell of a play for Sal to even make it a play. And then Burleson, I don't know what he was doing, but that was the one I wanted to see go through for the Brewers today. And something would have happened if that moment would have fell their way. Now, go ahead.
Do you want to squeeze in Judge J-Mo here before we get to a break?
Well, not before I do this. All right, now he can come in. Yeah, what's up, Judge?
In talking to Judge J-Mo in his courtroom and in chambers at times, I remember the chambers at Potawatomi, I know where he's going with his hatred. His hatred-o-meter is just off the charts, pin and needles on the Cardinals. However, just so you know, since you're first up here, when you pound the gavel and judge that the Cardinals are the hated rival at the top, I will appeal it. I will appeal.
You can appeal it all you want, brother. But Timmy, the stink, the miasma of the Brewers having to play in that wretched city. I mean, the only landmark is half a McDonald's sign, for crying out.
So it boils your blood, Judge. Goldschmidt and Arenado and Contreras for those years. And even a Skip Schumacher.
Pujols, Rafael Furcal, Matt Holliday.
Andrew Ludwig.
Oh, not Keith Hernandez.
Ryan Ludwig.
Ryan Ludwig. Yeah, that long neck guy. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it goes on forever.
Yeah.
And it's, it's a vicious. Timmy, you're the one exception to Tommy's rule, I think. You're the unicorn.
So most older folks.
I think everybody in our demographic, I'm near your demographic. I'm not in it. I'm a cinquentenarian.
Here we go again.
But I'm just going to say, but there is positivity to be found. It's not all doom and gloom because, yes, Cheerio did up today, a show. And the Vaughn mower, he'll get going. He will.
Going. Yeah, he will. So the hatred of the Cardinals is at peak point for you.
Always.
Okay.
Always.
All right.
Yeah, my favorite team is the Brewers and whoever beat the Cardinals today.
Yeah.
All right, Judge. Thank you.
All right, as always, peace, love, soul, and I hate St. Louis.
I got a couple coming in here. Okay. We got Laura on the text line, was always more of a Cardinal hater until, all big letters, Benedict Council betrayed us. Now I hate the Cubs way more. A couple of on the YouTube page.
I think that's a fair point.
100% that plays a part, Tim. I totally get why people are more Cub haters than Cardinal haters. There's no wrong answer by any means to me. I'm telling you that I have a side of, if you tell me which one I have to point out as more I don't like, it is St. Louis versus the Cardinals. Scotty Tiffany says, got to be the Cubs on the YouTube page. Brew City Chaser, my hatred for the Cards far outweighs the Cubs, mainly for their stupid devil magic robbing us of a possible World Series appearance back in 2011. Thanks, David Freeze. There's another one we should have named. That's bad miss by us. I'm playing out of his mind. Yeah, all night. I want to hear reasons, no reasons, extremes, not extremes, hatred of Cubs or Cardinals. We'll take it all night.
Even Colton Wong before he got into a Brewers uniform. Are you kidding?
Didn't like him once he got to the Brewers after a little bit.
I think it's possible my health is more impacted by the Cubs than my cigarettes. I mean, I just am a different person against the Cubs. I can't. I can't do anything.
You got bullied by a couple Cubs fans growing up or something, or what's going on?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I want the Cubs to go back to daytime games like a mild sedative. You throw them on TV and you just put.
Do you want the Brewers in the American League just so they don't have to play the Cubs, Tim?
I would prefer to. I didn't want to play the Cubs in the playoffs last year.
The Cubs
I didn't want to face them at all
in the division until the late 90s.
I know that, but
or the Cardinals, I guess, for that matter.
If at some point, no, I don't even want to think about it.
All right,
I don't even want to think about it. All right, we'll take a quick break here. Come back. Cardinals or Cubs, which is most hated? Brewers fall 6-3. They put up an effort toward the end there. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Brewers fall in game one of this 3-game set in St. Louis. That irks a lot of people. It's a bigger loss against the St. Louis Cardinals than it would be against, say, the Texas Rangers or even the Pittsburgh Pirates. Not the Cubs in my book. And then on top of it, you lose. Now, losing to the Cardinals does bother me, Tommy. It does. Don't get me wrong.
Losing to anyone bothers you.
That too, yes. This does bother me. But on top of it, you get a text from one of our bosses to say, tell Tim something or ask Tim something.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got a phone. I just got a brand new iPhone 16.
You have a newer phone than me.
Look at this phone.
Yeah.
Look at I don't like the size of it. It should be smaller. I wish it folded in half. But yeah, you can text me. I have a phone, not a child. Gosh.
Oh man. Yeah, that'll be.
Now the content of that question that's a different story.
Well, it could be worse. You could get notified. Like, I can't stand work communication apps. Like even email. Like getting emailed stuff. Like if the highest priority email should just be a text. Like just text
direct.
me. Just go right to me.
Yes.
My email, I know I should be better at it. I get that. But on the same part, you know that I suck at it. And I've told you I've sucked at it. And I've told you I'd rather you just text me. Just text me.
Yeah, I hear you. All right. So the Brewers fall 6-3. Tomorrow, that looms large. That's a big game tomorrow. You got to give yourself a shot to win this series. That's for sure. So that's a bigger game tomorrow. Now, the good news, again, as we've been discussing, Jackson Churio back, Andrew Vaughn back, Greg Jones out, Blake Perkins out. Oh, by the way, did you happen to notice Jake Bauers get pinch hit for against a lefty?
Yeah.
What does that tell you moving forward?
Yeah, it's over for us, Jake Stan. 608 says, can't hate a team whose stadium's named after a brewery. I beg to differ. Because it's not like the Brewers have that anymore.
We had an intern talked into the fact that stadium was named after George Bush, and he believed it. No. I'm not kidding you. He believed it.
Did.
Yes, he did.
You should have just said it was named after Dave Bush at that point.
I think I did make that joke at that point. I did. Okay. All right, we'll take a break here. And then you guys can jump in here. Nicolay Law Talk and text line 414-677-1250. It's the Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show live here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios after a Brewers 6-3 loss.
The Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Bet above the rest. Only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Milwaukee. After the last pitch, you've made the switch for 21 seasons. We'll hear from the manager, the players, and the highlights from the game. It's time to talk about the game and the team with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
All right, welcome back in Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz. A 6-3 Brewers loss to the Cardinals. There are some good things that occurred today. The bad thing, they lose the game. Another negative, we're going to have to wait and see how it plays out, would be Quinn Priester and how he is put back onto the injured list. And they're going to kind of figure things out with a shoulder. Let's spin back to the positive. Obviously, Jackson Chourio on base 5 times, couple of doubles, couple of singles, and barreling baseballs, just hitting rockets. You see the exit velos on his ABs today. Bryce Terang, a 3-hit game, including a 2-run home run. And here's a little nugget for you. Christian Yelich doing a full rack of BP this afternoon.
Yeah, that was cool to see. It
was really good to see. What it might be the projection on him since he's taken BP now? I would say this is just off the top of my head. I have no indication of either way, but just guessing within 2 weeks.
Wow, you're going that quick, eh?
Yeah.
I'm ready to say
May 4th.
I'm ready to say June 1st. Just the closest. Where are the Brewers on June 1st? Let's see. Do we know off the top of our head what day of the week that is? Schedule for the Brewers. If we're looking ahead, June.
It's a Monday.
Oh, June 1st is a Monday and starts a series against the Giants at American Family Field. Yeah, mark it. After a road trip to Houston, June 1st.
You're saying June 1.
June 1st against the Giants.
But overall, that's good news. He was swinging a bat. Now, of course, the bad news is you lost the game 6-3. You had a massive traffic jam on the base pass throughout the whole game. That would be, in a manner of speaking, if you want to keep the glass half full, then that would be okay. However, not only this game, obviously, but they are, I think McCalvey just put this out there, 8 for their last 44 with runners in scoring position. 8 for their last 44. All right, those are some big numbers. Now, it depends on how you feel about players that can hit with runners in scoring position. I heard Grindle and Maurer the other day talking about it, that it comes and goes, was Grindle's comment. Runners in scoring position, those hits, they just come and go. They're just part of the game, and they're there, and then they'll disappear for a while, and then they're there. I don't necessarily 100% disagree with that, but I would say this, that there are certain players that seem to excel in that role.
Sure.
So to most players, maybe it does come and go, but not to some. To some, they're just good at it. They just want it.
I mean,
they want runners on base.
Overall, though, as a team, I know it just doesn't feel this way. And maybe in large part, it feels like this because the Brewers will have a 12-run game, a 13-run game, and then go in and have a 2-run game and a 1-run game. And they're
part of it.
Finding that there's a lot of hills and valleys throughout the Brewers when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. However, coming into today, I believe the Brewers were 3rd in all of Major League Baseball. I'm looking right now. The Brewers are 4th in all of Major League Baseball with runners in scoring position. They are hitting .285. They have an .841 OPS. That is 3rd in Major League Baseball.
So you have to continue to get runners on base to get those opportunities. And yeah, the roller coaster ride is there. And that's why I've been saying the Brewers offense needs to be more consistent. That's the one thing they need in terms of, you're going away for a while. You lose 3-2 to the Nationals. You come back, you put up 3 runs the next day. I mean, there's 5 in your last 2 games. Just get that a little more consistent, get that number up a little bit, and we go to that magic number of 4 again, Tommy. So here we are, 3 runs with a loss. Get to 4, if you put up early runs, and this was important too. You have Jackson Chourio. I truly believe this. We'll never know. If Jackson Chourio's first AB, if that ball flies over the wall, I think they win this game.
Ooh.
I do. It just felt like, okay, fine, they're going to win it. Oh, it stayed in the park. And then they don't score him.
Well,
but scoring early is one thing, because then it allows you to make pitching moves that you wouldn't normally make. Like today, would he have made the same pitching decisions if the Brewers, if this were a 1-run game? No chance. There's no chance he makes those moves. Another little positive tidbit in this game, DL Hall and Oates.
Yeah.
Where'd that velo come from?
He's a man-eater, man.
I mean, he threw one at 97. He was gassing 96.
Maybe his dreams are just coming true.
Yeah.
If he pitches like this for a couple more years, he might be a rich boy.
Could be.
Yeah. So, I mean, now that song's Rich Girl. I get
his girlfriend Sarah is smiling.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
But I mean, if he continues at this rate, he is having a good year, guys. He is. Look at the numbers. His ERA is what, under 2?
Are we reopening the book on the Corbin Burns trade now? Maybe, with you? Because I thought you slammed it like 3 weeks ago.
Well, no, I slammed it when it happened.
Okay, all right.
They should have waited mid-season. They'd have gotten more.
All right,
they'd have gotten more out of that. But is he going to be that next Koenig? Could he be that next Koenig?
I would love Koenig to stay Koenig.
I would like Koenig to be in there and be Koenig.
Yes. From the 262, member Nicolay Law talking text line 414-677-1250 if you want to join the show. If you were going to tell me going into tonight, Chourio and Terang would combine for 7 hits, I'd expect to win 90% of the time.
That's true.
Mitchell and Hamilton going 0 for 9 was the difference. Would love to see us bring one of our young prospects up to bolster up the bottom of the order. I'm with Tim, a long season, but every game matters right now.
These are big until you kind of get rolling here a little bit offensively, or at least consistently get the offense going a little bit. This offense, I cannot wait. Guys, I'm telling you, I might be most excited about that issue right now than out of any other issue. Maybe more so than a little bit more than these young starting rotation, because that's exciting too. But this offense, look at that lineup. Look at 5, 6, 7, and 8. Instead, those guys were the 2, 3, 4, 5s for a minute there. You couldn't have that.
I can't get behind going down to 8, Tim. I'm just not there. I'm not there. Maybe I can.
7 and 8 are Frelick and Rengifo.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't get behind it. I'm sorry. I'm hopeful. Or not hopeful. I hope that Luis Rengifo proves me wrong, but until further notice, no, I am not going to be like, oh, Rengifo in the 8 spot. Yeah, he stinks. That's why.
Raised his average again today.
Yeah,
and an
great.
RBI base hit, runners in scoring position hit right there.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm still not gonna. He's gonna get platooned. They're gonna keep Hamilton in and move Ortiz over to short, or they're gonna bring up Pratt at some point this year and move Hamilton over to third, or wherever it goes with that. No, I'm not.
Do you think though $3.5 million for Rengifo, they're just gonna cast aside? This isn't Greg Jones.
No, I don't think they're giving up on him. I've just not bought into him yet. The Brewers can buy in at $3.5 million. My $0 has not even bought into Luis Rengifo.
I believe he, because of this offense getting healthier, you're going to see a different guy. Over the course of time. He's not just going to immediately go on this, 21 for his last 33. I mean, that's not, I hope it does.
He's more likely to go 2 for his next 33.
No, not with this lineup.
I'm just saying he is more likely to do that.
That's that. All right. Nicolay Law talking text line 414-677-1250. Brewers fall 6-3. So, the Cardinal thing, my brother-in-law is just way on the Cardinal hate, way above the Cub hate. And him and I have always talked about it over the years, and I think the most texts I get from him is during. I think there's two things that gets him to text me a lot in one day. One would be the Brewers playing the Cardinals, and the other would be something political. So there's some political.
Oh, nice!
Shot their mouth off.
It's great. It's always red versus blue. That's how you always know.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And
I got it.
But that's fine. But on the sports thing, it's always the Cardinals. Hate, can't stand it. Why did he do this? Really picks apart a game like we do. Now, a lot of Brewer fans, they might wander off for a couple of innings. I get it. It's a long season. You're busy. You've got things going on. That's why we offer this up on the podcast. If you're busy on a given night, you can go ahead and check it out in the morning. Take a shower with Tommy.
What?
Yeah, while you're listening to Tommy,
okay,
you can be in the shower.
Don't ever phrase it that way again. I mean, or you do you. I no.
Just because you wake up to a post-game podcast doesn't mean you have to sleep with us the night before.
Okay.
That's not what that means.
That's going to bed during the post-game? Is that what that means?
Well, yes. You go to bed with the post-game show and wake up in the shower with Tommy. Yes. But no, you guys step away. But I think when it comes to Cardinals games and certainly Cub games, I mean, I think they're more into why did Murph do this, or why did Counsell do this, or did you see what La Russa said? Did you see, Pujols doing his thing? Goldschmidt hit another home run. Arenado took 5 hits away with his glove tonight. All those sorts of things. Whereas normally in a game against, say, coming up next week with the Minnesota Twins in about a week or two, and they wouldn't be that detailed into it. This gets the juices flowing here. These Cubs Cardinal series and these Cubs series. I would go. I hate the Cubs so much. Let's see if you can follow me here. I hate the Cubs so much that if you gave me a choice that the Brewers' season would end, but you made the playoffs. You make the playoffs, but the Cubs end your season.
Oh, no.
Or don't make the playoffs at all. I'm not going to the playoffs that year. That's where I'm at. That's how much I hate this team.
But would you go to the playoffs and get eliminated by the Dodgers, like in the same
Fine. Yes. Go anybody else. Anybody. Tommy, we didn't work together down the stretch last year.
No,
and we targeted, hey, this could come down to the Cubs Brewers in the playoffs. And I'm like, I don't want that. And God bless Brewer fans.
Winning that was sweet.
That's what they said to me. They God bless Brewer fans. They were telling me that just nonstop. Timmy, that's what you want. You want to end their season.
Yeah.
Which happened. But that didn't mean I didn't lose some years off my life here.
Yeah. I got a couple of texts here again from the 920. I was a Cardinals fan from 67 to 69 after the Braves left because I could never be a Cubs fan. And then I became a Brewer fan in 1970 as well. So switched over. And you can join via phone 414-677-1250. The Nikolai Law Talking text line, like our guy Bill out in Iron River. What's up, Bill?
Hey, Bill.
Hey, oh, man. Let me start out saying I can't stand the Cardinals.
Thank you, Bill.
And I will tell you, the Brewers have gotten in the way of the Cubs a lot more than the Cardinals have. The Cardinals have gotten in the way of the Brewers getting to the World Series or winning the World Series. When I worked at Bell Labs, I had a number of Cubs fans that were really decent people. In fact, one guy told me he couldn't stand. He'd go to games in Milwaukee. Some of these Cubs fans are jerks. They just go there to drink. And I had one Cardinals fan that was a friend of mine at Bell Labs, and he admitted something to me that I will never forget. 1982, the Brewers were a better team, but they lost anyway.
And he admitted that to you.
He admitted that.
Bill, Bill, do you think that more Cubs fans are more likely to be Brewers haters, or more Cardinals fans are more likely to be Brewers haters?
More Cubs fans are likely to be Brewers haters.
Okay. All right. So that could be another valid argument as to why you'd be a Cubs hater over a Cardinals hater.
Well, no, not really, because the Cubs fans would hate the Brewers because the Brewers have gotten in their way a lot more.
They have in the last decade, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we just heard Bill. Thanks for the call, Bill.
I want to make one more comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
You left one guy out that played for the Cardinals that I couldn't stand coming to bat with men on base, and that was Scott Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter.
Matt Carpenter.
Yeah, Matt Carpenter. Matt. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man. Wow.
Yeah. I
even when his career was on life support, he still hurt the Brewers.
Yeah, he was still killing the Brewers. Thanks for taking my call, guys.
All right, Bill.
Thanks, Bill. Oh yeah, Matt Carpenter did. Was he mixing up Scott Rowland too? Did Scott Rowland have a good career against the Brewers?
Yeah, not necessarily. No, not like a David Freese or Goldschmidt or these other guys.
Well, I and Matt Holliday, Matt Holliday. I just want, Tim, do you ever have that guy? I made this question for football on air before, where it was a guy who played for a team you hated that you just wish played for your team.
Right.
The argument I always have was Devin Hester for the Bears, like come play for the Packers. Like just hate. I didn't want to kick to him. Don't want to see it. Right. Matt Holliday might have been on that list for the Brewers as well. Just could not stand him on the Cardinals. But damn, it's because I wish his production was on the Brewers.
Prior to the Brewers getting William Contreras, I think we had brought that up many years ago on this show about, Wilson Contreras. He's an easy guy to hate.
Yeah.
But what would it be like if he were in a Brewers uniform, being that guy? We'd probably all love him.
Well, and lucky for Wilson Contreras, if you're a Cub hater or a Cardinal hater, you can just hate Wilson Contreras during that too.
Just across the board.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And now, if you're a Yankees fan, you can hate Wilson Contreras. We'll rejoice with that with Yankees fans as well.
And the other thing was, I am a fan of certain players, not necessarily the team. For example, as a kid growing up, I loved Hal McRae. I don't know why. He was one of my favorite players in baseball. He was a Kansas City Royal, ended up being a manager. He's got one of those classic manager rants out there. I think he destroyed a telephone or something in a presser. But I liked him. And the other thing with the Cardinals, I thought Mike Shildt was a really good manager. And I think he got the shaft. I remember talking about this when they fired him.
For Marmol, right? That was right before Marmol, yeah.
I rose my hands up, Tommy, and I'm like, why would you do this?
Yeah.
He's only had success with you guys. And, now look at him. Look at him in San Diego.
You know what might be a bigger, I don't know if this would even be close, but I thought Tony La Russa was going to easily be the manager I just couldn't stand the most ever in the history of managers until the end of time. And then Council decided to do what he did. But man,
really?
Tony La Russa, what? Yeah, a total ass every time, Tim. I mean, every time. Old man baseball that just hated fun. And on top of it, he... I remember when he came to AmFam, it was Miller Park at the time, and they were like, the lights get brighter when we're in the box.
The digital lights,
they're shining brighter when we're batting versus when, that guy, no.
He called the Brewer fans a bunch of idiots in the stands.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you ask most Brewers fans now, they would say they despise Council more than La Russa, but I have a little more, I feel like I have more beef with La Russa as a personnel, too.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, no, I hate La Russa more.
Oh, you do? Even though you hate the Cubs more?
Even though I hate the Cubs more. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
I mean, again, I have liked a few Cub players. I wish them ill success against the Brewers for sure. But, anyone that ended up in a Brewer uniform or played for the Brewers and
Yeah, Ramos Ramirez.
Yeah, I liked him. I mean, because he came here.
Were you like a Darwin Barney guy? I'm sure too. When he was always
Darwin Barney.
Remember that?
He was the right-handed version of Sal Frelick for a while against the Brewers. Just a little duffer and always getting an infield single.
All the time. Yeah, I hated Soriano. Oh man, Alfonso Soriano just torching the Brewers every time too. Like I said, there's no wrong answer to me. You hate whoever you want to hate more. I think you have a side of which one you hate more, not, oh no, I can't hate the Cubs as much. Yeah, no, I can hate both.
I was not a big fan when realignment got into play here and the Brewers headed over to the NL or even the interleague play. I was at that first series in 97, I want to say, at the neighborhood dump in Chicago when the Brewers were down there. So it started there, but once the Brewers entered the same division, no, I didn't like that at all.
No,
not because I was afraid of them.
Now think of that for the Cardinals, the team who beat you in the only chance to win a World Series.
I mean, I get it, but it's just I don't hate the people in Chicago uniforms. I hate the uniform. I hate the team.
Yeah,
I don't hate their fans. I got a lot of good friends of mine that are huge Cub fans. I don't hate them for being a Cub fan. Just they're a little, they're a little off. They got a screw loose somewhere in there for being a Cub fan.
I know.
Oh, my girlfriend's both her kids are Cub fans.
I just signed a lease with a Cub fan today.
Oh, geez.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So,
it's my girlfriend. I got
so the grandkids come around. They're running around the house with Cub shirts on.
Yeah, that's just gotta hurt a little bit.
And if I get them Brewer stuff, they don't, their dads.
But no, Cardinals. No, I can't do it, Tim. I'm sorry. Cubs, screw the Cubs. I wish ill on both of them.
I do too. And the Cardinals take care of business against the Brewers tonight. 6-3 the final as the Brewers offense, they scratched out a run mid-game to sort of make it a 4-1 game. Well, then it expanded to 6-1. And then the Brewers, Bryce Terang, a 2-run shot. They had the tying run on deck. I don't know, for those tracking. You made a valiant comeback, sort of. We're going to hear from Pat Murphy. I'm imagining he's going to be loving Jackson Churio, what he did tonight. We'll get to Murph and some more here as we move along. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show live here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim Allen, Tommy Wortz, after game one of this 3-game series against the Cards. All right, welcome back. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim and Tommy, a 6-3 Brewers loss to the Cardinals. And not the end of the world here. I see the Cubs just hit a walk-off home run. Gee, that's right on cue. Wow. Okay, they're now 11 games over 500. The Brewers 4.5 back in the Central. 34 games in here, a couple of games over 500. You've been banged up. You've lost a bunch of hitters. You have a young rotation. Your back end of the bullpen was scuffling there for a bit. I mean, you're still in position, but you can't have the Cubs winning now 16 of their last 19 games.
Oh, God.
That's 16 of 19. The Brewers need to run like that at some point.
Did you bring up Conforto? I ran away for a second there.
I did not.
Walk-off homer for the Cubs today was hit by Michael Conforto, who signed a 1-year, $2 million deal and has more homers than Luis Rengifo.
And Rengifo signed a 1-year, 3.5.
Man.
But Conforto, look at his numbers last year, though.
He stunk.
I believe he was hurt too.
Yeah, he signed a 1-year. This is how broken baseball is. A 1-year, $17 million deal with the Dodgers last year for his time. But Michael Conforto, last season he played 138 games. That's not really That's not that injured, right?
No, that was more than I thought.
He hit 199, however, in that time with a 637 OPS. What did Luis Rengifo? Did he have a 637 OPS last year? Because last year wasn't great for him.
No, it wasn't.
It was 622.
Okay. So, but $17 million for the Dodgers is about the equivalent of 3.5 for the Brewers. So it's about even on the money.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
But yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to have, some sort of June swoon. That's always something to look forward to in Chicagoland.
All right.
So we can cross.
Should we go look at the betting odds right now?
Well, yes, let's do that. Potawatomi Sportsbook. What do they have in division?
Okay.
And plus you can take care of them. You got all these head-to-head games, so you can start doing double dip in there. You get a win, they get a loss immediately. That's a 2-game swing.
The betting odds, courtesy of the Potawatomi Sportsbook. Brewers right now plus 400, second best odds to win the division. You're getting them 4-1 only now.
Getting some respect still.
Yeah.
Yes.
Minus 136 for the Cubs. However, they are one of four divisions that have you have to pay in to win. So
my emotional hedge is looking okay.
What was your emotional hedge?
I don't know. I'm not confirming or denying.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They played today, didn't they? Or was it the Reds? Which one was it? It was one of those red teams. I can't remember. But Reds are at 6-1 right now. Cardinals, I feel like I told you 2 weeks ago when we did this, 3 weeks ago, the Cardinals had ridiculous odds, and they're down to plus 1,000. I mean, they're still 10-1, but I think it was 20-1 when I had asked if we should emotionally hedge on that. And you were like, no.
There's value in that Reds 6-1.
You like that still?
I do. I think they're pretty good.
Okay.
This division is good.
Division's really good. Division's good. Yeah, I think that's fair.
But Brewers haven't been playing the division.
No, they have not. This is the first real test. They played the Pirates, right, for a 3-game set.
So they're 1-3.
Yeah.
In division here. They've got to do better than that. If this division is going to stay good, then you got to make hay when you go head to head. Yeah, I mean, but again, if those of you wondering about the offense, the numbers look good overall. You can grab some of these numbers and say, you know what, the Brewers offense isn't as bad as we're seeing on a nightly basis. They're just inconsistent.
They could also hit a homer when they're not down 5. Like, that would be awesome if they could hit one to tie a game or to pull within one or something along those lines. Even I'm not even saying to take the lead. I just want a homer that in a non-meaningless situation like Bryce Terang just had today, which, by the way, he now leads the team. He's tied because Gary Sanchez and Jake Bowers are not hitting another home run all season, apparently.
a Sanchez or a Bowers home run when they're down 4-0 and they hit a 2 or 3 run shot. That's the homer we're talking
about.
Or
Rengifo, your boy. Conforto's walking off games.
No, Rengifo, it'll be there.
All right.
Just hang in there.
All
right, let's get to Brewers manager Pat Murphy.
The game is over, and it's time to hear from the skipper on the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
The kid did this last year. He had more at-bats in the minors, but he didn't have much success down there. But he knows the difference. He knows when the lights are on. And, fabulous effort. 5 great at-bats. We just obviously didn't come up with a big hit for him. We battled. We hit some balls hard right at people. They had tremendous timely hitting. We left 12 guys on base, 12 guys on base. That's not timely hitting, but there was a lot of good performances today. It was good to see those guys back. I mean, Vaughn had a couple ABs he'd like back, but he certainly wasn't. His timing isn't perfect, but like his last at bat, that's we could have used that and drove in a run with man on third or something. But Terang was great. There's a lot of great performances, but a lot of good things. Drawing threw the ball great. DL Hall threw the ball great. That's good to see because he hadn't been early on, and now to see him throw the ball the way he did, that's encouraging. So a lot of encouraging things, but they're playing good. They're playing with confidence. We're not quite there yet, but I believe in these guys.
What do you think of Patrick?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't throw the ball where he wanted to. He hasn't been that sharp throwing the ball where he wants to. He's a great competitor. I know he's disappointed. You can't. We choose to intentionally walk a guy to set up a double play, or potential, or maybe whatever to get the right on right. Where I know Herrera's a really good hitter, and but it felt like we can navigate this, and then he goes 2-0 and throws the ball right down the middle. I mean, it doesn't matter if you walked him or you didn't. That's not what you're looking for. But when you're behind like that, sometimes you take that gamble. But he's got to execute that. He was behind all day, and the last outing he was doing the same thing. So he's got to improve on that. He's got a lot of grit. He's meant a lot to our deal. So I'm very confident he can get on track.
You kind of mentioned this briefly about Vaughn, but what did you think of the quality of his at-bats and just what he looks like out there?
He had a tough one. The strikeout was a backed up breaking ball where, he's expecting it go a little further, and it didn't go there. And that sometimes that's one of the best pitches in the game when a breaking ball doesn't break. But other than that, he got around some ground balls and hit a ball pretty good at the end there to right. I mean, he's not in his timing yet, but he'll get there.
Any of those at bats with runners on stand out to you? I feel like that could have been.
Somebody. Yeah, I mean, like you're talking about a team that I think somebody told me today we hit 294 with runners in scoring position. It's one of the tops in baseball. Well, it sure doesn't feel like it the last week or two, but I mean, that's going to happen. You play a team that's hot. You play a team that's really confident. You got to have that breakthrough, they've got a young, hungry team that has nobody's a Weatherholt's a fabulous rookie, but everybody else has got just enough major league time and have struggled enough in the major leagues to say enough is enough. You see that Walker kid swinging the bat. Herrera has been unbelievable. Burleson is normally tremendous. Guys like Church and Pajes they're hungry young players, and that's what's made them so good so far.
There is the manager, Pat Murphy, Tim.
This team's going to get rolling. I can promise you that. All right. So the one thing I don't like, though, just in my experience, and I know a lot of other people have vast sports knowledge. What happens when you hear a head football coach, or whether it's in college or whether it's in the NFL, or a basketball head coach or a baseball manager, when you start saying, when we start hearing, quote, "I still believe in this team," normally that's not a good thing. Just historically speaking, that's not a good thing. But Pat Murphy manages a different style, and I'm hoping that history doesn't repeat itself here. I still believe in this team. What do you mean? Why are we even talking about this?
Well, there's a few reasons to believe still.
Who gave the crew some breathing room? What play was it? It's time for the insurance run of the game. Brought to you by G2 Insurance, your friend in insurance. On the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
And Terang to center. Scott back at the track and gone. Bryce Terang goes deep. It's a 6-3 game on the 5th home run of the year for Terang.
I mean, he's still good at baseball.
Oh man, he is really reaching his he's into it. Right now, not crazy.
Not quite insurance, but assurance that there will be home runs hit at some point this year.
Occasionally.
In sports, you want a teammate who's been there before. No one been to the home run trot more than Bryce Terang this season for the Brewers. And in Wisconsin, that teammate is G2 Insurance Services. They aren't just an agency. They are your friend in insurance. Whether you're a business owner needing a specialized BOP or a homeowner protecting your family, G2 builds relationships on honesty, value from auto and home to complex commercial coverage. Tom and the team at G2 Insurance have been the neighborhood pros since 2004. Don't get caught without a game plan. Call G2 Insurance Services today at 262-784-0644 or visit g2ins.com.
All right, so you've got game 2 tomorrow. We'll get into a little bit of a preview on that in just a second here. Brewers need to get – this is just in time, getting Vaughn back, getting Churio back, lengthening that lineup a little bit, putting people back in the roles they should be in. It's the timing is good for this. You look at the schedule, Tommy, moving forward. I mean, you've got the Yankees here this weekend, but not soon after that, you've got the Cubs and Dodgers, and there's some stiff competition coming up here. So this is good timing. Speaking of this weekend, our rewind is going to rewind on Friday to 1990.
Oh, yeah. Let me just remember that. You know every number of every Brewer that was playing in that game or something?
I don't. But that's the night they're going to have new Wall of Honor inductees.
Yes.
That'll be CC Sabathia and Dave Parker.
With CC throwing out first pitch, family members of Dave Parker are going to be there too. Yeah, that should be an awesome ceremony.
That is cool. All right, we'll do our own rewind tonight after the break here. Brewers fall 6-3, Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Yeah, we're going to hit that rewind button. And I have a feeling, because I know the year, I didn't look at any stats or players or anything. But 05?
Yeah.
Maybe just Lyle Mouton, James Mouton, maybe? Or was that the following year?
Lyle Mouton?
Yeah. What about John Vanderwall? Mark Sweeney? Let's find out. Let's go to 05.
I am here, 2005, and Tim, I've only known you a few months, but I'm a nice guy. I think you've come across that. Like I'm typically a nice guy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm so nice a guy. I picked a year in which the Brewers walked the Cubs off on this day.
Perfect.
In history, just for you.
That's just perfect.
Just for you. Yeah.
And the reason why I bring up my health, I'll give you the story. Why? Do we have time? Do we have time for a quick story?
Go ahead.
Okay. So it was Travis Shaw era.
Okay.
For the Brewers. They were playing the Cubs. I always bring up my health when it comes to the Cubs, right? I always make fun of, they're going to take years off my life. But I will say this, that I do watch myself now when the Brewers do play the Cubs. I have to pace myself, just breathe, just kind of relax as best I can. Travis Shaw hit a huge home run off the Cubs, and it was just, I just hate that team. And I went crazy in the studio and obviously off the air, but I got a spiking headache and my chest hurt for a second there. And I went, whoa, Tim, you can't be doing this. You can't get into it that much where now it's affecting, your health a little bit. Cause I was going crazy, Tommy. It was, I don't know what was happening to my body, but it wasn't good.
Well, back in 2005, the Brewers let off Brady Clark in this one. I feel like we haven't said his name yet in these rewinds. And
Number 6, I believe.
Bill Hall, Jeff Jenkins,
2,
Carlos
5.
Lee in the cleanup spot.
Was he 20-something?
45.
Ooh, big caballo.
Yeah. Lyle Overbay went 1 for 1 with 4 walks in this game.
Oh, that's what the fans did.
Yeah. You know what? Last year you couldn't do that. You couldn't show people what you just did on camera right there.
Why not?
Because youtube.com/WI Sports Radio. Now you can watch the post-game show on top of that. Thanks for the plug. Okay. Thanks for that easy plug. Damian Miller had the walk-off walk in this game, Tim.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it couldn't have happened to a better group of guys over with the Cubs. Russell Branyan had third base in this game. J.J. Hardy. Tim, Victor Santos starting this game.
Vic Santos.
Yeah, that's one that we haven't said in a while. Julio Santana came in. Tommy Phelps blew the save, actually, at a point. And then Derek Turnbow got the win later on for pitching in the 9th inning. Brewers won 4-3 on this day in history.
That is really nice. Over the Cubs. Some notable Cubs. See if we hated any of these guys. Jerry Hairston. He played for the Brewers for a little bit, right? Yes, he did.
Corey Patterson. He played for the Brewers for a little bit. Aramis Ramirez. Derek Lee. Jeremy Burnitz. He played for the Brewers for a little bit.
Oh, my goodness.
Michael Barrett. Todd Hollidsworth. That's a made up name. Nefi Perez.
Nefi Perez.
Nefi Perez. You had an E-I going on there. And Dempster. I did hate Dempster too. That little glove waggle and then pitch.
That's a balk.
That's a balk.
I'm telling you, it's a balk.
That's a balk.
I was screaming about that for years. He always pitched game 1 against the Brewers too, until Jose Quintana came into play. Then he would pitch game 1 against the Brewers. I do
have to say, Michael Wortz pitched in this one. We've had him in the past too.
Michael Tommy Wortz.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll turn you loose here as the Brewers fall 6-3. There's another game. That's the cool thing about baseball. It's game 2 of this 3-game set. Tommy Wortz with the leadoff show gets you ready after the game. We'll be here, Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. For Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen saying once again, Despite the outcome, smile Wisconsin. Bob Uecker is smiling back.